Many times you hear around how everything in the United States is bigger than in Europe, including the houses, the cars, and even Christmas. The trees here are unlike anything I have seen in Europe, and I remember as a child not even dreaming of having such Christmas trees. So our first Christmas in a new American house we just got, of course, went large. So I decided to put up together 7 Christmas trees spread around the house. 2 of them were purchased from the previous house owner, so at great value for money. One of them I found online in a charity which is well known, and I created some videos in the past about it. When I joined it in the UK, 2 smaller Christmas trees were purchased on Amazon, and they were placed in front of the house. They're beautiful white Christmas trees. You're going to see some pictures. You already saw some pictures earlier on. I also created a small stylized Christmas tree for the office, and another Christmas tree was made of small baubles. So of course, we had to have lots of baubles for this. I brought over from the UK lots of baubles, which I purchased decades ago at Harrods. We purchased new baubles from Amazon at great value for money. I remember 2 packs of baubles were each $20, each pack containing 200 baubles. Another pack also $20 containing only 100 baubles. We also got baubles from Goodwill, a very well-known charity in North America, both in the States and Canada, with shops just about everywhere. And lots of baubles were left behind by the previous owner and in a very poor state. These are the baubles I decided to beautify, as you see in this video, and I already started doing this with lots of items I purchased in the past from Amazon, most of the stuff from Dollar Tree kind of shops, and lots of baubles were put together on strings purely to save some time. So you just use that garland and you put it in the tray, and you're done and dusted. I also created some big flowers, as you saw earlier on, which I want to do more in the future because they are big. So you need big items for these big trees. Otherwise, if you are stuck on little items, it's going to take you many weeks to put up together. Even so, it took me several days to put all the Christmas trees up in a method here which is common in the United States. Most of the trees are used by people are those trees which we put in storage and use them over and over again year after year. So lots of people are also giving away this kind of trees, just the way I gave lots of items when I moved from the UK to United States. I have beautified lots of baubles, as you see here, and of course they are going to be used over and over again. I'm very keen on saving the planet, saving the landfills, so we are going to use these items for decades to come. This is a method used mostly around United States, and people say that, people throw away in the United States. That is not true. Just because you like Christmas bigger and better maybe, doesn't mean that you're going to throw away items in the future. So Europeans have some of them have got a wrong idea of what is happening on a different continent, which is not fair to the people because we are all alike, more or less. Grass is never greener on other side, with very small exceptions. Well, there you have it. I hope all this information helped. I'm very, very pleased with how the baubles look in real life, that I saved all these little items that otherwise would have been thrown away. As I mentioned, I don't like throwing away anything. And look at these beautiful baubles I put together and I beautified inside and outside. So I hope all this information is of help to you. Thank you for watching.
some resistance to changes in people's money habits.
Rewriting, recreating the same old programs over and over and over. All over the world. There isn't any real need to change things just for the sake of changing.
There is some resistance to changes in people's money habits.
All over the world. All over the world. There isn't any real need to change things just for the sake of changing.
There is some resistance to changes in people's money habits.
Rewriting, recreating the same old programs over and over and over. All over the world. All over the world. All over the world. All over the world. There isn't any real need to change things just for the sake of changing.
There is some resistance to changes in people's money habits.